I'm so glad you're here, and I want you to take this time just for yourself. Let me explain. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this house. Today we are exploring the archaeology of the Soldierly Road. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy walking through time with me. In the popular imagination, the road evokes images of marching soldiers, their disciplined steps echoing across the miles. This image is powerful, fitting for an empire famed for its legions. But it's only one piece of a larger story. For while soldiers undoubtedly walked these roads, they were far from the only travelers. Along these arteries of empire, life played out in myriad ways. Merchants seeking profit, officials bearing orders, refugees driven by need, pilgrims tracing holy sites, lovers eloping under moonlit skies, all shared the same pathways. These roads were not just military thoroughfares, they were threads woven through the fabric of Roman society. The experience of the road depended much on who walked it, and to truly understand the soldier's journey, we must place it beside these other tales. Imagine, for a moment, the clamor of the Roman camp. Before sunrise, tents stir with activity. Soldiers rouse, stretching stiff limbs and readying themselves for the day. The air hums with barked orders, the clatter of arms being polished, the murmur of prayers. But one crucial element is missing, for this is not a scene from a battlefront, but from a fortified camp, an outpost from which legions launched their campaigns. Here, within the protective enclosure of palisades and ditches, the daily rhythm of life unfolds not in the heat of conflict, but in the routine of preparation. For days, perhaps weeks, before taking to the road, these soldiers have labored to ensure the fortifications stand firm, that weapons are in repair, that supplies are organized. Their march will be guided by logistics, following a timetable dictated not just by distance, but by resource availability, by weather, by the knowledge that each league advanced brings new demands for food, for water, for rest. When they finally step out onto the road, it is not just with weapons in hand, but with the discipline forged by countless hours of training, of rehearsal, of constant vigilance. The soldier's burden is not only the weight of armor and pack, but the mental calculus of every step. They move as an entity greater than themselves, part of a machine honed to function with precision and endurance. The road itself is a challenge. Sometimes it runs straight and true, a testament to Roman engineering, allowing for steady progress. At other times it winds, climbs, dips, a test of both man and beast. Rivers must be crossed, hills scaled, obstacles overcome. But the soldier's progress is not solely a response to the road's demands. It is also regulated by rules of engagement, by the laws of war, by the expectations of the empire they represent. Though the road stretches seemingly endlessly before them, their pace is not solely their own. Orders come down the ranks, relayed by officers, ensuring that the march proceeds with purpose. The soldiers' steps echo not just the rhythm of their own bodies, but the authority of Rome. The soldier moves with weapons ready, ever attuned to the possibility of attack. His breastplate and helmet are not merely defensive, but symbols of martial power. His sword and spear speak of swift retribution. But the road is not just a battleground. It's a conduit of life, connecting communities, resources, destinies. For the soldier, it's a lifeline to the logistical web that sustains his campaign. Water, procured and carried, is a precious commodity. Food, distributed and rationed, is the fuel of effort. Intelligence gathered along the way is as vital as any weapon, shaping strategy and ensuring that the legions advance not blindly, but with purpose. The road is thus a crossroads of challenges. The soldier faces not just external threats, but the internal toll of endurance, the wear of armor, the ache of fatigue. His response is a testament to Roman discipline, 2 years of training, to the camaraderie forged in shared hardship. But the road is also a crucible of adaptation. The soldier modifies his pace to terrain and weather. He adjusts his gear based on coming challenges, learning to strike a balance between preparedness and efficiency. Victory on the road is not just military, but personal, a testament to the resilience of the individual tempered by the rigors of the march. The soldier's presence along the road is undeniable, yet intangible. He is both a single entity and a facet of a larger whole, part of a cohesive force whose strength derives from the union of many. His experience is as multifaceted as the challenges he faces, a blend of obedience to orders, adaptation to circumstance, and endurance in the face of adversity. To truly grasp the soldier's journey is to recognize that his road is not merely a path of stone, but a labyrinth of challenges, adjustments, and triumphs, all contributing to the broader narrative of empire, conquest, and survival. But to appreciate the road's full story, we must look beyond the soldier's stride. The road was a venue for a multitude of experiences. Officials hurried along it, bearing dispatches that shaped provinces' fates. Their speed was dictated by the urgency of the message, their comfort by rank and status. Alongside them, merchants traversed the road with wares that ranged from luxury items to everyday necessities. Their pace was dictated by the season, the weather, the demands of their trade. Further along the road, a farmer might walk, guiding his oxen, dreaming of the market that awaited their produce. A family might trudge along, driven by the promise of a better life in distant lands, or a young couple escaping the confines of their village, eager to start anew somewhere far away. The road bore witness to the ebb and flow of Roman life, serving as a backdrop to countless stories that unfolded across its length. The road was not a mere thoroughfare, but a theater of existence. It echoed with the laughter of children chasing butterflies, the murmur of lovers sharing secrets, the laments of the bereaved. Its surface bore the imprint of festivals, processions, funerals, each leaving behind an ephemeral trace of humanity. The road absorbed these stories, these memories, becoming a repository of lived experiences. Over time, the road's significance extended beyond its practical use. It evolved into a metaphor, symbolizing both the opportunities and challenges inherent in Roman life. To travel the road was to embrace the uncertainties, the potential rewards, the inherent risks of existence within the vast canvas of the Roman world. For the soldiers, the road represented a different sort of challenge, one defined by discipline, obedience, and endurance. Their journey was punctuated by the routines of camp life, the measured cadence of marching, the rhythm of drills and patrols. The road became a testing ground for both strategy and stamina, where each mile was a step towards victory, but where setbacks and challenges were ever present. And then there were the endings, the moments when the road led to confrontation, to resolution. The clash of arms, the roar of the crowd, the cheers of comrades, all served to highlight the centrality of the road in the soldier's existence. It was a pathway to glory, to conquest, to the realization of Rome's ambitions. In the context of the soldier's journey, the road was not merely a route, it was a crucible. It tested their mettle, their adherence to discipline, and their commitment to the ideals of Rome. The experience was as varied as the landscapes they traversed, as challenging as the foes they faced, and as formative as the battles they fought. To understand the soldier's road is to comprehend that it was a journey of multiple dimensions, a tapestry woven with threads of endurance, strategy, and sacrifice. It was a testament to Roman discipline, adaptability, and resilience, all set against the grand backdrop of an empire on the march. To tell the story of the soldier, we must consider the multitude of experiences that unfolded upon the road. For the road was not merely a pathway for soldiers, but a stage upon which various facets of Roman life were played out. The soldier's journey, therefore, becomes more comprehensible when viewed alongside these diverse narratives, realizing that the road was not just a battleground, but a microcosm of Roman existence itself. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to subscribe. And if you want to further explore ancient roads, check out my colleague's work on a road near Pompeii. Until next time, keep exploring.